A very good morning, my dear students. I welcome you all to RKP online classes. I hope you all are healthy, fit, and fine. In the previous video, we have done structure of leaf. I hope you all have well understood. And again, I have drawn this structure of leaf so as you can revise it and you can practice it again and again. Now we are continuing our topic from the thing that on that day we have labeled all the parts, and I have told you that in next video we will do that what each part does. Okay, now you all are aware that leaf is known as kitchen of the plant. Leaf is known as kitchen of the plant. But why the leaf is known as kitchen of the plant? The leaf is known as kitchen of the plant because you all know that leaf can prepare the food for the plant. But why is it so? Why only the leaf can prepare the food for the plant? Everyone will answer that, ma'am, it contains chlorophyll, that is why it can prepare the food for the plant. If it contains chlorophyll, then what happens? What is the special use of chlorophyll that enables the leaf to prepare the food for the plant? So let us talk about how the plant can prepare the food and what are the materials needed by the leaf to prepare the food. Like at your home, when your mother prepares the food, then she needs different things to prepare the food. She needs utensils also, she needs gas stove also, spices also, vegetable also, water also. Similarly, beta, when the plant has to prepare the food, plant also needs some materials to prepare the food. What are those materials needed by the plants to prepare the food? The first one is air, and as we all know that air is a mixture of gases and all the gases are not required by the plants to prepare the food. The carbon dioxide gas which is present in our atmosphere, the carbon dioxide gas which is present in our atmosphere is needed by the plants to prepare the food, and carbon dioxide gas is written as capital C, capital O and 2 at the bottom. I have explained you in the class also, so pay attention. So air means carbon dioxide gas is needed by the plants to prepare the food, and the second is water is needed by the plants to prepare the food. And like as your home, when mother is having everything, materials also she is having, vegetable also she is having, utensils also she is having, but without gas means without the heat energy given to the food by the gas, she cannot prepare the food. Similarly, plants also need sunlight to prepare the food, and sunlight falling on the plants cannot be directly absorbed by the plants. Sunlight falling on the plants cannot be directly absorbed by the plant, as the mother needs utensils and she keep the utensil on the gas stove, then she put the vegetable in the utensil and then heat energy is absorbed and the food is cooked. Similarly, to synthesize air and water means carbon dioxide and water. Synthesize means to put together carbon dioxide and water for that the plants can prepare the food. The plants need sunlight, and sunlight is absorbed by the pigment present in the plants which is known as chlorophyll. It means if the plant contains chlorophyll, then only it can prepare the food, otherwise it cannot prepare the food, because chlorophyll is the pigment which helps the plants to prepare the food. Chlorophyll is the pigment which helps the plants to prepare the food. If chlorophyll is absent, I'm really sorry, chlorophyll is the pigment which helps the plant to absorb sunlight to prepare the food. Chlorophyll is the pigment present in the plants which help the plants to absorb sunlight to prepare the food, and if chlorophyll is absent, then plants are not able to absorb sunlight and then plants will not be able to prepare the food. It means the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight is compulsory for the plants to prepare the food. So what can we say now? We can say that the plants need carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight so as to prepare the food. And this process of preparing the food by the plants, is known as photosynthesis. What it is known as? Photosynthesis. What it is known as? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is made by two words putting together, like photo plus synthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means to put together. Photo means light. Synthesis means to put together. It means the materials are put together in the presence of light with that sunlight is absorbed by the pigment known as chlorophyll, and this whole process of preparation of food by the plant is known as photosynthesis. So how can we define the term photosynthesis? This we have already done in previous two lectures also, that what is photosynthesis. The process of preparation of food by the plants with the help of carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. If chlorophyll is present, then the plant is able to prepare the food, and if chlorophyll is absent, then the plant is not able to prepare the food. And chlorophyll, how can we say that chlorophyll is present in the plant or not? Chlorophyll is that pigment beta which provides green color to the plants. Chlorophyll is that pigment which provides green color to the plant. It means the green color of the plant is due to the presence of chlorophyll. And if you are saying that only leaf can prepare the food, you are saying because generally in most of the plants or trees, if we say, the leaves contain chlorophyll, but in the plants, if leaf contains chlorophyll, it means the leaf is able to prepare the food. But beta, if the other part of the plant is also green in color, for example, if we talk about herbs like tulsi, you must have seen, mint you must have seen, money plant you must have seen, the stem is also green in color. Why the stem is green in color in these plants? The stem is green in color in these plants because the stem also contain chlorophyll. And if stem also contain chlorophyll, it means stem is also able to that absorb sunlight, and stem is also able to prepare the food. So now what can we say? Can we say that only leaves can prepare the food? No. The actual thing is that the part of the plant which contains chlorophyll, can prepare the food. Clear? Because that part is able to absorb the sunlight. Now we have done that. Air and water are needed by the plants to prepare the food. How does, if we talk about leaf, if leaf is preparing the food, how does leaf gets this air and means carbon dioxide and water? Can you see this stomata? I have told you in this previous video that these are the tiny pores present especially on the underside of the leaf. These tiny pores help in exchange of gases. These tiny pores help in exchange of gases. Exchange of gases means different gases enter inside the leaf through this stomata and exit out. Like we breathe in. When we breathe in, different gases enter inside our body. Then our body use oxygen from those gases, and rest of the gases along with carbon dioxide exit out from our body through lungs and then through nostrils. Right? Similarly, in the leaf part, stomata is the opening like in our nose, two openings are there. Similarly, stomata is the opening through which air enters inside the leaf and air comes out from the leaf. Okay, then through this carbon dioxide gas enters inside the leaf uses carbon dioxide gas to prepare the food, and when the leaf use carbon dioxide gas to prepare the food, it releases oxygen gas, and that oxygen gas is needed by all the living organism to survive on the earth. It means if leaves are preparing the food, then they will release oxygen, and then that oxygen will be needed by all the organism to survive on the earth, because we cannot live without oxygen. Clear? Now next is water. How does leaf gets water? We all have done in the first video of parts of plant that roots of the plants absorb water and minerals from the soil. Here, if the roots are present, the roots will absorb water and minerals from the soil, and roots will give it to the stem. And we all know that stem is attached to each and every part of the plant. Then the water given by the roots to the stem will give water to this main vein, firstly leaf stalk, then this main vein, and this main vein will give the water to side veins, and side veins will distribute the water as well as the minerals also to each and every part of the leaf. Means full surface of the leaf will get now water and minerals. Next, When the now the leaf has got both the things, carbon dioxide and water, and if the leaf is green in color, the full surface, this lamina of the leaf is green in color, leaf blade, it means it contains chlorophyll, and it means it can absorb the sunlight. Now leaf is absorbing the sunlight, leaf is getting carbon dioxide also, leaf is getting water also. Then the process of photosynthesis will start, means the leaf will start preparing the food. When the leaf will start preparing the food, the leaf will give the prepared food back to the main vein, and the main vein will give the prepared food to the stem, and stem will give the prepared food to each and every part of the plant. In this way, the leaf prepares the food and gives the food to each and every part of the plant, and each and every part of the plant receives the food. Now, the leaf is preparing the food, right? At home, our mothers prepare the food. When our mother prepares the food, it gives the food to each and every family member. Similarly, leaf prepares the food, give to the stem, and stem gives to each and every part of the plant. Then, each and every part of the plant, as at our home, each and every member of the family eat the food to grow and to get energy. Similarly, is all the parts of the plant use that food to grow, to get energy, right? And the extra food which is left in the plants, the extra food which is left in the plant is stored in any one part of the plant, is stored in any one part of the plant. And the part in which that plant is storing the food, the part in which that plant is storing the food, that part we take as our food. That part we take as our food. For example, if we talk about carrot plant, if carrot plant is storing the food, carrot plant stores the food in its root part. And if we have to eat the carrot, then we take the root part of that plant. Clear? If we talk about potato plant stores the food in underground stem. Potato plant stores the food in underground stem, and if we have to eat the potato, we have to take out the underground stem of that plant. Clear? Spinach plant, palak, you must have eaten, right? Stores the food in its leaves, and we eat the leaves of spinach plant. Okay. If we talk about mint also stores the food in its leaves part. If we talk about cauliflower, it stores the food in its flower part. If we talk about tomato stores the food in its fruit part. So like this, different plants store their extra food in their different part, and we take that food as our food. It means, first of all, the food prepared by the leaves is used by all the parts of the plant, and then the extra food is stored in one part, and then it is used by us for our food. And one thing more, students, the plants, when they prepare the food, they prepare the food in the form of glucose. The form of the food prepared by the plant is known as glucose. What it is known as? Glucose. Most of the students write the spelling glucose. It is completely wrong. You speak also wrong and you write also wrong. It is not glucose, it is glucose. Clear? And it is also known as simple sugar. What it is also known as? Simple sugar. So what I have told you just now, that plants, very important question it is, plants prepare the food in the form of glucose or simple sugar, and when the plants will use the food and the extra food will be left, the extra food will be stored in the form of starch. That extra food will be stored in the form of starch, and we take the starch from any one part where it is stored. Is it clear? Now you have to write the answers of some questions. The first question is, what is the main thing that should be present in the plants to make the plants able to prepare the food? What is the main thing that should be present in the plants to make the plants able to prepare the food? Next, name the process of preparation of food by the plants. Name the process of preparation of food by the plants. Next, why are human beings not able to prepare the food on their body? Why are human beings not able to prepare the food for themselves on their body? And the last question is, plants prepare the food in the form of dash. and plants store the food in the form of dash. Plants prepare the food in the form of dash and plants store the food in the form of dash. I hope you all have well understood this concept today. We'll continue this topic in the next video.